Hi, it's Megan. I am super behind on the videos. Well, I'm super behind on everything, not just videos. Videos are just one area I'm super behind. But anyway, I'm super behind, but I am going to try slowly to catch up. And anytime we have a holiday, I find that it's even harder to get caught up or get kind of on the right page as far as getting stuff done. So I have a bunch of videos I've been wanting to do, and I have a bunch of videos that I promised I would do, and I will do them. I just won't do them as fast as I would have liked to have done them. So today I'm going to talk about, first, I'm going to shoot a couple videos, the ColourPop in Bloom set. So this is $39. It's currently available. It's one of those kind of spring, although I don't know, to me this is almost more summer. God, my stuff gets all dirty. You get 3 of the lippy sticks, and you get 3 of the blushes. Now this is the first time I've tried the blush formula, and I don't have any blush on right now because I'm actually going to put it on camera so you can see how these apply. So we've got 3 of the blushes and 3 of the lippy sticks. So I'm going to do the blushes first, and I started out with the more orange of the lippy sticks, and you'll see why, because the other 2 are more pink based. So this way you'll at least get to see how it looks with the more orange based blush, because this is meant to be a coordinating set. And I like ColourPop a lot. I think that I'd always like the Urban Decay Moondust eyeshadows, and I think some of the first ColourPop eyeshadows that I tried really approximated those, kind of that sheer, kind of multifaceted wash of vibrant shimmer and color, but not like chunky shimmer. And then they've obviously expanded the line a little bit. This is the first time I've tried the blushes, but that to me is kind of one thing that ColourPop is really good for, which is just that sheer wash of color with a little bit of shimmer, which for me, when I'm in a real hurry and have, even I talk fast. Someone said, you talk really fast in those videos. It's because I'm always in a hurry. Don't try to slow down. I get ready in like a flash so often, and I think a lot of us have to do that. And so just to have a really easy sheer wash of flattering neutral color, or sometimes if we're in the mood for a bright pop of color, is a great thing. And so I like the Urban Decay Moondust shadows for that, eyeshadows, and I also like a lot of the ColourPop eyeshadows for that. The other thing I really like ColourPop for is something like this set, which is I was feeling spring fever and I just wanted bright colors, something to kind of brighten my day and fun and whatever else. But quite frankly, I'm not going to wear bright colors every day. I live in Southern California, so come by the time we get to March, April, I'm sick of the rest of the country being in cold weather, because for me, we have a few days that are sort of cold, but I'm kind of done with the plums and I want something bright and fun, and you know, the weather's perking up for everyone else. It's a fun time of year. So I really liked this set for that. So I'm going to start applying the blushes and show you what I think of them. The other thing I was going to say about this before I start actually like delving into the colors is what I actually, in a perfect world, would get this set for. This to me is something that I would take on a summer vacation, or if I was going someplace that was warm, I was out in the sun. And I think the colors in this set are actually better on tan skin or darker skin. I'm lucky that I have vaguely warmer tone skin, so I think these are slightly better, although not exclusively. I think these work on cool tone skin tones as well, mostly. But I think that darker skin than I do, if you're tan, if you want this for a summer vacation, that's I think what this particular set is perfect for. Or what I got it for, which was just because I felt like a pop of color. So first, what does ColourPop say? They say a collection created by celebrity makeup artist Jamie Greenberg. I'm so excited to be bringing this mixture together so everyone can have red carpet cheeks and lips that I love to give my girls. And she basically says that you can mix the lighter highlighter shade, which I'll show you in a minute, with the other 2 to get, what did she say? A glowy, bright cheek. So you have 3 blushes. Tongue Tied, which is a bright, warm coral with a matte finish. Double Dip, a soft peach with subtle highlights, satin pearl finish. Hysterical, cool toned plum pink with a matte finish. Lips 3, Sweet Thing, cool tone medium, true pink with a cream finish. Freshman, deep hot pink cream finish, and Frenemy, electric, warm, cool, Electric Warm Tone Coral Cream Finish. So I've got in front of me on my lips right now. And we're going to wear that for the beginning. So first we're going to look at Tongue Tied Bright Warm Coral. And this is an orange coral. And it's slightly cooler toned. But to me, corals, unless they're really cool toned, work really better on warmer undertones than on people with cooler undertones. So this is still the same finish that you got with the eyeshadows. And I'm blending this on camera just because I think that this formula is a really great one, but it can be a little hard to work with, in my opinion. So you can see how bright it is, and you can see that it blends, but you definitely have to work at it a little bit. And you can see it's definitely an orange toned coral, and you can build it up, which is what I have to do with a bright like this. And I'm doing it also on camera because I'm taking, this is actually a foundation brush, which is what they recommend. ColourPop recommends with this blush, use either your finger or an artificial Russell brush for foundation, which this is, everyone has different ones, but that's what this is. So you can do blush as kind of a streak, or you can do it as a dotted color. When I choose to do these kind of brighter blushes, it really wakens up my face a lot. And I don't know, I actually think, this is like a dumb thing to say, I actually think that they make you look a little bit younger. Not just me, but everyone. When you put like a bright pop of color, it's kind of what younger people have naturally. And so that's what I like these brighter blushes for. It kind of just opens up your face, it brightens up your face. We kind of sometimes fall into that neutral gap. And I'm huge on neutral blushes. I love them. They're my favorite blushes. But that's just because I play around a lot with the eyes and the lips. So having just a basic neutral blush means I have more flexibility with other parts of my face. When I'm in a rush though, and I'm just going to do a really neutral look like this with no eyeshadow and all that, having a really great pop of color does wonders. So I did that with my finger. And now I'm going to do the next one with the brush so you can see. So the next one is Hysterical, a cool tone plum pink with a matte finish. I should have done a swatch of that last one, so we'll do swatches at the same time. So I'm going to put it on, then I'll do swatches of both of them. So I actually have a harder time using these with a brush. And that's just, I'm still wondering if it's me, like I'm just learning how to use these. But you can see, I think you do get a much better application with the finger. And I oftentimes for a video will put them on a little bit darker for the video than I would actually wear in real life, just because that way you can see the color better. I'm going to do a little finger because I feel like you apply a lot better. I really like this color. I do think that these colors both are a little bold on me. I have to be careful not to put too much on, or I do look a little clownish. So this is not going to show up on my finger because it's too pink. This is a really beautiful, surprisingly warmer toned, given that it's a plum pink, which it really is true plum pink. Needing a little bit more pink, I think, than plum. It's a warmer tone color than I expected. Do that. And it's not going to match this lip. It'll match this side. But then when I do the other two lips, it'll match. Let me do, and you have to remember to shut these tightly so that they don't dry out. Now I'll do a swatch of this next one, the orange. There you go. They're really vibrant. And now I'm going to do the last of the blushes, which is Double Dip, a soft peach with subtle highlights. This shade I have some problems with, and it'll be immediately apparent when I swatch this. I'll swatch it first. This is what it looks like. They say a peach with subtle undertones. When I put this on my skin, I'm going to put it separate from the other two. You can't see it. You cannot see it. If you can't see it, that's exactly what I see. I cannot see it. What I noticed as I was playing around with it and wearing it on my wrist a little bit is that it does get more peach in certain lights. It almost has that duochrome effect. But when I put it against my skin, it just doesn't really show up. So you can use this as a highlight. You can dot it on under here. It's got like a metallic sheen to it. I also was playing around with trying it on my eyelids, and I do get just kind of a soft metallic sheen. What I think this would be great for, you can also put it under your eyes like this. What I think this would be great for is someone with a darker skin tone or a much lighter skin tone than mine. And then they say, you know, dot it on. And that's just giving you a little bit of sheen with a matte blush. But I do find it a little metallic, so I'm not thrilled with this particular shade, honestly. For me, other people may love it. For me and my skin tone, it's just not, it's not much. It's basically a golden peach that gets more peach in certain lights. But it really is basically my skin tone. So anyway, this is the first of the lips, which is Electric Warm Tone Coral. And you can see it's a really bright, vivid orange coral. I can almost see a little bit of a red in there, giving it a little bit of depth and darkness. And now I'm going to do the other two, and then I'm going to end this video and go off to the next. The next one is Sweet Thing, a medium tone, a cool tone medium true pink. These all have a cream finish. And of all the ColourPop finishes, that's actually my favorite. I have some problems with the mattes. I really like the sheers, but honestly I don't wear sheers that often. It's not a problem with the formula, it's just, you know, what you like. I really like the YSL sheers. So this is the next one, and I'll swatch the first one too. So let's do that down here. It's a really pretty medium cool tone pink. It's true. It's almost got like a little violet or lavender in it. Now when I took the earlier one off, you could see there was a slight staining, and all of these stain a little bit on me. Not a lot, but a little. This one's actually my favorite. This is something I could wear a lot. It's more of a cool tone pink, just slightly cool tone, and I can see a little bit of violet in it. It's a great color. Just that sheen makes it look not cheap, if that makes sense. It just gives it a real depth that I don't think you get with kind of colors that are a little bit more vibrant like this otherwise. So this is the one I was talking about. You can see it looks like a reddish or coral. That's the Frenemy, and the last one. And so I feel so awkward doing videos now. I haven't done one for like a week. I'm going to take all this off. How easily we forget. These last about an hour and a half on me. I don't like the way that they fade. After about an hour and a half, they don't fade completely evenly, but they are almost flawless for an hour and a half. So this is the last color. I didn't apply it completely evenly. It's a swatch, and they call this a Deep Hot Pink Cream Finish. So this is like a reddish fuchsia. You can see it's got a little bit of a red, and this one also stains slightly. So I get no bleeding on these at all. I do make a mess of the white tubes. I don't know how I do that. Remember, these are small, so the regular Lippie sticks sell for $5 each. This is, I think, a limited edition collection, limited edition colors. And I say I think because they might bring back the colors separately on their own and just have not said they're going to do that. But for now, it looks like it's a limited edition collection. The Lippies are regularly $5 each, but remember, they're quite small. They're like 0.05 ounces, where a lot of lipsticks are 0.12 ounce. But I think it's really fun to try some of the spring summer colors. And then the blushes are $8 each. So ColourPop isn't discounting on these sets, but I think their prices are more than reasonable, so I don't think any of us are going to argue with that. Overall, I think that this is not the perfect set for me, but it is perfect for what I ordered it for, if that makes sense. It totally delivers on that. It's just some really bright, fun colors that, you know, you don't have to pay a lot for. So I was really happy with it. If you have thoughts, suggestions, I skipped most of the pastels. I have a few pastels. I skipped most of the pastels because they're harder for me to pull off than the brights, but I would love to hear some thoughts on the summer pastels. And I did get a couple. And I think that's it. Please subscribe on YouTube. Thank you for watching.